on, guys? Welcome to this squad builder that I decided to do. I was pretty bored, so I decided why not do it. So yeah, today I'm gonna show you my team and show you what players I have and give a quick summary of them. So yeah, in goal we're gonna start off with the German goalie Ter Stegen, I guess his name is, and he's pretty good for me. He makes some really good saves, but sometimes he makes some mistakes, and that's not good if you're like in a cup or so, and he makes a fatal mistake and you're out of the cup. But yeah, overall he's pretty good for me, and I enjoy using him. Then next up, we have the German defender from Borussia Dortmund, Mats Hummels. He's a really good defender. Okay, he's boss. You guys probably know it already, but the only thing that disappointed me in him is that he doesn't score on corners at all. Like, he scored like only 2 or 3 goals for me, like 50 games. So yeah, his corners are not that good, but besides that, his defending is really good. He can even pass well, and sometimes he goes and attacks. So yeah, next up I have Xavi Martinez on my team. And well, this guy, first, when I created my team, I used him as a right back just because I didn't have a good one and for chemistry links. But now that he's a center back and he's linked with the other players, he's actually pretty good. Like, his defending is good, and he used to score corners for me, but now he doesn't score that much, but still, he's a rock in defense. And my defense is probably like the best part of the team. It's the highest rated at least, but yeah. So next player is Boateng, and basically the reason I use him is obviously he's highly rated, but he has 77 pace, and let's be honest, that's pretty good for a defender. So yeah, but once again, just like Hummels, he's really good in defense, but he doesn't score as much on corners. And sometimes when I go all out attack, he goes like up front and attacks, but that's probably like my formation problems and stuff. But overall, he is a rock in defense as well, just like the other guys. I'd say they're one of the best defenders I use. Like even last year, I had like a few team of the season defenders, and I'd say this defense is better than them. So yeah, and so the next 2 players are the new 2 additions to my team. Lahm, the German legend. Yeah, this guy is boss, as he has been in FIFA 13 and in FIFA 14. Well, he used to be a right back, but I actually like using him as a CDM now that I've played a few games with him. Because he does have pretty decent stats for a CDM. His defending, obviously, his passing, and his dribbling. His dribbling is actually quite useful, like it's really good. And his pace, decent enough for a CDM. But overall, he's a really good CDM, and especially when he's linked to this next player that I have, Bastian Schweinsteiger. These 2, well, they're like really good friends probably. But yeah, and they're really good players as well. Schweinsteiger, look at his stats. He has 61 pace, 82 dribbling, 81 shooting, 78 defending, 85 passing, and 80 physical. Everything is almost above 70 except pace, of course, but for a CDM, that's not an important stat, although pace is always good in this game. Well, once again, just like Lahm, he is really good at defending and getting the ball off the attacker. His physical, I'd say, yeah, it's decent. His passing, that's what he's mostly known for, a really good playmaker. Um, his shooting is actually pretty good, but I'd say the best shooting that he had was on FIFA 13, and I think that's when long shots were pretty good as well. But yeah, he does score long shots in this game in FIFA 15, but not as much as he used to. Well, next up we have Thomas Müller. I had him in my team for a long time, since like FIFA 12, and he's usually one of the first guys I buy. Well, over the years, he's been like getting worse for me. Like in FIFA 12, I believe, he used to be like overpowered for me. The long shots that he would score were just amazing. But here, in FIFA 15, pace is obviously one of the main things that gets you games won. Well, he has 81 pace, but his speed dribbling is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I can just pass the whole team with speed dribbling. And his finishing is really good as well. I guess that's why 84 shooting is his best stat. But overall, he has pretty decent stats for a right mid. And he doesn't cost as much on the transfer market. So, yeah, he is a really good player overall. So, in my CAM position, I have Mario Götze, the World Cup goal scorer. And I just bought him not a long time ago. And he's been really good for me so far. His shooting, I think, should be better than 74. Like, the long shots that he takes are really good. Especially finesse shots, his curve is really good. His dribbling, of course, is his main stat. It's all good. All good. 4-star skill moves. He can like get past a few opponents. His pace, I think he deserves 80 pace. Pretty good. His passing also. Overall, he's a good player. Kind of like Müller, except his speed dribbling not as good, but his skills are better than Müller's by a lot. So in left mid, this is the other part that I have on my starting team left. I have Danny from Zenit, and basically I use him only for chemistry reasons. You'll see why later, because right now it's obviously not showing why. But honestly, well, his skills are good, his dribbling is decent, and his pace as well, but he doesn't do much on the field compared to the other players. He's not as good. He used to be good on my starter team. I used to think he was, but now that I have all these players, I wouldn't say he's as good. Yeah. Sometimes he actually does have quite a few good shots from distance, but mostly, yeah, he doesn't do as much in the field. So these are the two stars of my team, the strikers. The first striker I have is Doumbia. As I already said before, pace is like one of the important parts of FIFA 15, so that's why I have him. And also in the Bundesliga, there isn't as many good strikers. Like there's Lewandowski, but he's really expensive, so I can't get him. Just so you know, I don't use any like coins and stuff. I don't buy that because that would just destroy the process. I don't know. But yeah, so basically Doumbia, he's a cheap beast, is what you call him. His pace is phenomenal. His dribbling is actually really good as well, especially speed dribbling, just like Müller's. But his shooting, I think, should be even higher. Like the shots that he takes when he's like speed dribbling is really good. He can shoot from distance, and his finishing is really good as well. I think I give him like an 86 shooting stat based on what he does for my club. And yes, so the last player that I have for you guys is Musa. He's from CSKA as well, the Russian league. That's why I have these three guys. Musa and Doumbia link perfectly since they're both from CSKA, so that's why I have him. He has 93 pace as well, just like Doumbia. But the only thing that's different about him is his dribbling Um, I think Doombia's dribbling is much better than Musa's. So based on that, I give him like a 75 dribbling. But he does have the 4-star skill moves, which is really good to use. His shooting, I'd say, is really bad. I think it would be like somewhere in the 60s. Because sometimes he can't like simply finish right by the goal. His passing, well, it's not really that important for a striker. His physical stat, I think, is just about right. He barely wins anything in the air. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention about Doumbia is that his physical is pretty good actually. Like, I'd give him like an 80 on that. It's really good. Like, he wins a lot of balls in the air. That sounded weird. I'm sorry. But yeah, basically if he had like 86 shooting, 85 dribbling, 80 physical, he'd be overpowered. Like, really, really good. But he's still good enough though, and I use him. He's actually the top scorer for me right now, and his goals per game is like 2 goals in one game. But basically, yeah, so this is my team. Looks pretty good. I'm still gonna improve it. Like, I'm planning on getting Royce instead of Danny, and then if I have enough money, I'll replace these guys with Lewandowski and someone else. Make it kind of like a hybrid. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the squad builder, and let me know if you want to see my second team. It's my BPL team. It's actually pretty different from all the other ones. But yeah, won't give away a lot of that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.